I am Gianvito Lanzolla, Professor of Strategy and Digital Transformation at Base Business School, formerly CAS Business School, at City University of London. I'm also the founding director of the Digital Leadership Research Center at Base Business School. Artificial intelligence has often been associated to analyzing organizational culture. Increasingly, over the last several years, artificial intelligence has also been associated to shaping, controlling organizational culture. Now, the relationship between artificial intelligence and organizational culture is very ambivalent. There are positive aspects and perhaps even several negative aspects. Now, one aspect that is not fully analyzed is the relationship between the data that are collected to inform artificial intelligence algorithmic controls, artificial intelligence reports, and the decision making by the top management teams. Now, in this specific research, we focus on enterprise social media, which is a way for collecting data about organizational behavior. Specifically, we look at how this company has used enterprise social media for kind of revealing and giving visibility to some desired values and norms that they wanted to imprint across the globe. What we find is that enterprise social media, of course, it's nothing new here, it's not neutral, meaning that just the adoption of enterprise social media brings into the organization some affordances. For example, when enterprise social media is brought into the organization, employees start creating networks that go beyond the geography or the traditional gravity-bound, so to speak, networks that were created before the adoption of ESM. Of course, there is also another aspect, which is employees start creating their own content by using enterprise social media. And a very relevant aspect is that enterprise social media gives visibility both to the senders of the content and to the receiver of the content. Now, what our research shows is that the adoption of enterprise social media for giving visibility to the desired behaviors, norms, and values in an organization, if you want, unintended consequences that should be revealed and analyzed and perhaps also managed. We reveal some specific gaming behaviors that are enacted by enterprise social media in the diffusion of organizational values. Now, these gaming behaviors have perhaps are not particularly new, but what is new is that there is a significant impact in the quality of data that are collected in terms of organizational dynamics. Now, artificial intelligence builds on this data to predict or to inform decision-making by the top management team. And if the data that have been collected are a reflection of some not fully compliant behaviors. When I say compliant, is behaviors that should be highlighting the organizational values and not a reflection of gaming behaviors related to organizational values. So what happens is that at this point, the TMT, the top management team, also comes out with let's say managerial interventions that are not fully in line with what should be the proper management, because in this way they have been building on some information that are in the first instance a little bit biased, if not significantly biased. So what we basically find here is that if top management is not fully aware that ESM changes significantly organizational dynamics, the ESM that is introduced for giving visibility to desired behaviors might end up creating even bigger fault lines in the organizations. And what we recommend to top managers is that it's very important that in the use of ESM and artificial intelligence, they are consistent with what is the intended use that they want to do. Specifically, we recommend that they don't use ESM and artificial intelligence in the context of imprinting organizational values they don't link this to performance management, because performance management is a different process and should be dealt with through different processes.
Hello, my name is Youssef Horchani and I work as a data science consultant within EQUANCY. I worked during the COVID-19 pandemic and I saw the different type of challenges that the organization faced. All the organizations had to adapt very quickly to these challenges, such as virtual communications, webinars, online conferences. And thanks to digital tools such as enterprise social media, it was possible to tackle all these challenges. However, as this phenomenon is new, a lot of challenges are in the table. And that's why we have to make more research to make sure that all organizations adapt properly these digital tools.